Hello guys, and welcome to episode 25 of my Stellaris playthrough, playing as the Schistocerca Alveare. And today we need to continue with our planet management, so I'm just going to start off by doing that. We'll start by enslaving the Zukakan population, and then followed up by the Uvzant population. Them and their robots can all come under my control. We've also got some Yvzorak population. They need to be purged. And then we will make sure the rest of the population are enslaved. The Nebarites need to be enslaved. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Last thing we want to do is emancipate them. Enslave all the Damana and all the Nebarites. Some more Uvzant. And some Vibindak. Actually, that's more Uvzant on Vibindak. Slave those guys. This planet's quite well managed, other than that one population. These guys need to be enslaved, and so do all these fellas. Fantastic. So that should sort out that sector, and this sector, finally, we need to enslave the Athanbian. Now, I'm not sure if this is happening because the AI for these sectors now emancipates population. Because if that was the case, actually, that would be really frustrating. Because all of this sort of micromanagement for slavery that I'm doing will basically come undone almost instantly. But we need to keep them enslaved, because that's the only way they remain obedient and also productive. So the humans are enslaved. We can enslave all the Pithok. We need to enslave that population and that population. And on our final planet, I think that is it. Yeah, okay. So, if we unpause, we're back to plus 17 energy per month, which is great. The main thing I'm worried about, though, is the happiness and the factions that we will have to deal with that because of that. So, we now have two slave factions. We got the docile slaves and the malcontent slaves. And we could have like a huge slave rebellion if we're not careful, which sucks. So we've got to be careful about this. They currently have 206 faction support. Oh, that just dropped an absolute ton. But now we have the emancipation movement. The faction agents work to radicalize and arm enslaved population. Well, that would be annoying. I guess we'll have to make sure that we have a lot of defensive troops on our planets. So that's something that I'm going to focus on, although why did my energy just drop again? I thought I just sorted that out. Is that because of the happiness again? So they have a straight minus 50% bonus due to happiness. Or minus 50% modifier. Yeah, this is kind of like screwed my nation, this patch. I don't know what to do about the slaves, I really don't. It's like now we managed to finish the war, we've got bigger problems for sure. That's quite interesting. Okay, let's go to leaders. We're going to need new governors and probably a new scientist at some point. Let's just have a look. I think we built those wormhole stations, so we should be able to get our fleets back. Yep, we can do just that. Let's go ahead and consolidate. What I'll do is we'll consolidate a turbo core. So I'll just grab all of my fleets and tell them to merge into one super fleet of like 60,000 strength, which will be insane.
Analyzed.
But in the meantime, we need to get these science ships back and doing their thing. Let's send one to Taramba. We can send one to Casmathon, is that? Yep, Casmathon. And then we need to get them to share the load with surveying these systems. And that should allow us to build more stations. We've got mining stations and research stations to build. Don't think there's any I've missed. Maybe get another one research from that planet, but any ones with just one aren't worth the 1 energy it costs to maintain them. And oh my god, our energy is just getting worse and worse. What's going on? Is it because I'm building more ships? It might just be. I might have to like half my fleet in order to maintain it. That's annoying. So this could potentially set us back quite a lot due to the changes from the patch. So let's maybe bribe the leaders. I don't think they actually have any support yet. Yeah, they don't. But they have a chance to gain 10% support every month. A 4% chance. Things are going to get interesting. Let's just let it continue. I need to make sure that I have my military forces up to scratch in order to defend against these rebel factions. So let's go on to Schistocerca, make some defensive armies. I'm going to do this on all of my planets because I kind of have to. Going to add up for sure.
Debris.
Let's see how many military forces we have on our other planets. Looks like the sectors are managing it quite well. They have like 5 defensive armies on each planet, which is fine, absolutely fine. Should keep any rebellions at bay. So the idea is to just consolidate the fleet and then split them up into probably 2 or 3 smaller fleets. Bit of a traffic jam in terms of wormholes. But we definitely need to sort out the energy credits deficit that we have going. That's not good at all. Each one of the battleships actually costs us, I think, about 4 or 5 energy per month to maintain. If I go to our ship designer and head to our battleships, you can see they have, oh, a maintenance cost of 7.16. So that's probably what's killing our ships. So we can let this drop a little bit. We can sustain this minus 114 for a few more months. But then I'm going to have to really sort out this fleet and make sure that we can maintain them. Let's get these construction ships out of the way, maybe. Make sure they are in our own lands, if they have nothing else to do. Oh yeah, we also need to bring our transport fleets back. I will make them meet someone somewhere else, I guess. We'll just do it at like Difter or something like that. Let's get these guys to embark.
Anomaly found.
And then we can merge all these guys. And this anomaly, we may as well research it. I haven't found an anomaly in a while, so
Debris analyzed.
that will be interesting to see what happens there. We got 42,600 strength now, and counting. We have 28,000 coming along, so that's going to be over 70,000 now in terms of strength, which is insane. Look at all those battleships. That's what's costing me. So how many would I need to destroy of those battleships in order to maintain them, I wonder? The thing I would like to do is upgrade them all first, but I don't think I'm able to. There we go, 71,100. So what I need to do is just pause it quick. We will create a new fleet of battleships that I need to get rid of. Although, maybe I can just change my ruler to one that has reduced upkeep. If there is such an admiral. No, there isn't. Okay. So I guess instead we'll have to go with our old idea. So I need to get rid of at least 12 battleships in order to be able to sustain the fleet. So let's go ahead and do it. Well, that's really annoying. It's really hard to actually see which ones are battleships and which ones are destroyers. Obviously it says, but they're all a bit mixed up. And every time you click on them, it goes to the top. And it also does that, which is even more frustrating. So yeah, if I, for example, disbanded this ship, yeah, we get some energy back. Alien writing. Someone used a mining laser from orbit approximately 5,000 years ago to carve a large body of writing into the surface of Cosmothon 2A. The massive script covers a large portion of the moon's upper hemisphere and appears to be a short story chronicling The difficult life of an alien mercenary. Well, that's interesting, I guess. Get some society research on that planet now. Need to sort out this minerals that we have going on here. So before I sort out the fleet, let's just sort out the minerals. Hopefully my sectors will be spending those minerals if I throw them towards them. I could also tell both of these to focus on energy. That could help us out as well. We need a new government or governor, so I guess we'll go for the extra leader lifespan. And he can provide some bonuses to the sector. Then I need to spend these minerals elsewhere, or maybe on the spaceports, although apparently they've made it so that sectors are much better at building their own spaceports and special buildings, I believe. Actually, I'm not sure if they made it so that they upgraded spaceports on their own now. But either way, we can do that for them. Uses up a lot of minerals. And overall, will make us stronger in the long run. Great, so that's taken us down to 1,900 minerals. And we'll just unpause it. Actually, no we don't. No we won't, because I need to sort out the fleet, of course. So let's do this nice and quickly. I wish there was a way of just moving over certain types of ships. Because currently it's really, really annoying. We've got loads of like the new destroyers that I've built, and I do not want to get rid of those. I want to get rid of the battleships and then upgrade the rest of the fleet. So I'm not sure if by upgrading it I'll make them cost more, but hopefully not. That is so annoying. The way it basically snaps away from the last ship that you clicked. Some of these guys don't even have shields. Do my battleships not have shields anymore? That's interesting. I'm going to have to look into that. Either way, I believe... How many ships is that? 9. If I just disband all of these. Takes us down to minus 35. If I go to the ship designer... Battleships. Yeah, they don't have shields anymore. They just have large plasteel armor and medium crystal forged plating, which gives them a lot of hull points.
Debris analyzed.
But no shields. So I guess we'll fix up the fleet and then we will upgrade it. And we're on plus 45 energy now.
System survey complete.
Not quite sure where that all came from. Maybe it was just from disbanding those battleships, like I said. I'm not entirely sure. Our fleet strength is still pretty high, so we do have that. So they seem to be repaired nicely. Let's now upgrade the fleet. Looks like it's going to take a while. If I go to Schistocerca and click on the spaceport, 1,460 days. So that's basically how long it's going to be until I declare war again. And in the meantime, I'm going to get my energy up. I'm going to try and sort out some of these enemy factions that we've got going on. See what actually happens with them, because I've got the feeling that we're going to have to deal with rebellions all over the place. which is going to be really frustrating. Especially if they're like large factions, because that number there basically means how many armies will appear on a planet when the rebellion pops. So every member pop spawns a defense army and attempts to take control of the planet.
Complete.
So that would be all of the planets in the Independence of Iraq sector. So that could be catastrophic, basically. And it seems like this change to the slavery system has made things incredibly difficult for me. Yeah. Either way, we've got a few things to build here now. We can build the mining station and research stations there. We can get another construction ship to build the mining stations and research stations in that one. And all is well. So, ideally, in the future, what I'll probably do is make factions abandon their planets and then take planets that I want for myself with my main population. Maintain a pure and non-ethnic divergent population. Down here, Edel Vang is apparently quite habitable. Very small planet though, maybe not quite worth it. So let's go check out our diplomacy now. The Kroll sovereign tribes, are they part of a federation now? No. But they do have a defensive pact with the Great Adnaran hierarchy. The Great Adnaran hierarchy though isn't actually that big. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, well, only 3 planets, 4 planets. And it looks like a couple of frontier outposts. So we could actually just destroy the Kroll sovereign tribes once and for all. But I am going to wait until the upgrading is complete. My construction ships, I'm tempted to just make them build a couple more wormhole stations and military stations. And that way we have more planets or systems that we can travel from once we start a war. I'm also going to do the same down here. If we go to Okol and we start to build a wormhole station and then 2 military stations. Should help out. So I believe our armies have met up. Let's just merge them. And then we shall repair them and then split them.
Debris analyzed.
So another special project complete. I think one of my science ships really got its work cut out going through all of these special projects.
System survey complete.
But we're getting there. It's only like 5, 6, 7, 8 left to do. Plenty of time. Ships are 18% upgraded. We just have a look at them. We can see all these battleships in the background. Then we got all of our destroyers in front and some corvettes as well. And the destroyers with their point defense systems should be at the front in order to absorb a lot of those rockets that will be fired towards my ships. Now apparently they have changed some of the ship AI for battles, so things I think will get a lot heated quicker. I think the idea is that ships all get into range before they slow down or something like that. I'm assuming that's what it is. I haven't really identified specifically what the change was. They just said they made them like more responsive so that battles should be better. It's a bit ambiguous, really. Right, let's enslave this population. I need to actually build something on here, either a hydroponics farm or a mineral processing plant. We have plenty of excess food, so let's go ahead and get the mineral processing plant.
Debris analyzed.
Another few research points. And let's choose a new society research. Let me just pause this quickly. Terraforming stations. We could get that in order to change a planet to like desert, for example. Does unlock a couple of resources as well. So yeah, I think I'm going to choose that. The transport fleet's being fully repaired. Let's just split them now. And those can be our two invading fleets or armies. Great. So that's done. Now we are getting an abundance of minerals again. Just need to have somewhere to put them. Hopefully my sectors are starting to gobble up some of those minerals that I was sending them originally. Doesn't look like they are. They're actually holding on to the minerals more, which is something else. So, not sure if that's a good thing. I guess it's definitely not. Maybe I need to turn off allow redevelopment. Although that has been fine so far. I don't know. We are on minus 84 energy again, and it's just so, like, it fluctuates so much. I don't quite understand where that's coming from. But we are just going to continue for now. Let the 8th attack swarm upgrade, and in the meantime what I can do is just take care of some of these planets. Now the other thing that they did do as well is my militarist rate, or my government type, I think,
Debris
they got
analyzed.
rid of the slavery tolerance, which is annoying. So my type of government may not be ideal
System
anymore,
survey complete.
which could be annoying. So currently we are a despotic empire, and they replaced the slavery tolerance with minus 15% building cost, which is actually pretty good. And you still do get the like slave output modifiers, so I guess it's not too bad. It could be worse. But there goes another one of my governors. So I'm going to have to get a new one for the sectors. If we go to planets and have a look at our sector, we can assign a new leader and recruit one. I think I'll go for this guy with the leader experience gain, so that he becomes a better governor sooner than later. And our Empress has died as well. So I believe that was our heir, died before our Emperor, Kultan the First. Now our heir has plus 10% happiness, that's really cool. But we will lose the minus 35% colony ship build cost and development speed plus 25%. Do like my new heir though. That plus 10% happiness, I believe, will help us out quite a bit.
Debris analyzed.
Will hopefully control a lot of these factions. Some of them are getting pretty bad. So this one's on 40%. When they get to 50, looks like they'll be ruining my buildings. And then the rebellion event could pop later on, because I don't think I know a way of actually stopping them from doing so other than doing the managed faction thing. But we are low on energy, so I can't really afford to suppress the media or bribe leaders. But anyway guys, unfortunately it has been my time. So a bit of a slow episode today, a lot slower than the previous war episodes. And I'm just trying to get my head around how I can fix this energy crisis we have and slave crisis since the changes. So it's very much a changing campaign, this one, as we do go through the initial changes to Stellaris in the patches. But for now guys, that's all. So hopefully you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.